Hi, Tia. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Love like the quality of your camera right now. Looks great.
We were just talking about the quality of the camera. Thank you. Luke says thanks too. It's his. Um,
Thanks, Luke.
that's why we did it this way. I'm actually in London where I have been working, but they set up the what you call the junket here. So yes, thanks. Nice to be with you today.
Awesome. So first of all, I just want to say congratulations on season 3 of Amazon Prime's Hanna. I wanted to start off this interview by asking, how did it feel to get the call that said, we got the green light for another season and we're bringing you back?
Oh, that was a great call. Of course, it kind of happened, when we all had a shutdown. So it was, for me, it was really a lifeline to know that I had a job coming up. We shot it last fall in the UK and then a little bit at the beginning of the winter in Prague. So very tough times to be making a show, very challenging, but we did it with no injuries and no fails and safely all around. So really, really blessed. And such a thrill to be able to continue this character because little did I know what was in store for him.
Right. And so, I mean, what has it been about playing John Carmichael that has really continued to attract you to just bringing him to life?
I think it's the pace at which we got to know him. It didn't happen fast. In a series like this, there's not really any hurry for the writer to give anything away. And it's just so perfectly tailored to pace like that each episode, it just gets stickier and stickier and more complications. So just incredibly fun for me to see what was coming next on the script, but also to portray this part in a way where obviously he's a person that doesn't want to give anything away. He's a genius liar and manipulator, and has done a remarkable job developing this Utrax program with wolf DNA babies, bringing them up, training them, assassins to be sent out into the world right now. So it's game on for Carmichael in season 3. His charges are being sent out into the world to eliminate potential future threats to the country. So it's a job he takes very seriously, obviously, and believes in.
You can really tell that when you're playing this character and you're preparing to play this character, what kind of research goes into this?
Well, that's a pretty good question. Can I be honest and just say
Yes.
none? It's a great script. I have a well-trained imagination. And really part of the job was not to commit too much, only in that I knew that it was going to happen at its own speed. David Farr just drib by drab, and then by Major's plot twist, and another character reveal is so intriguing just to be involved in the story at all. And I don't mean I didn't do any research, but I watched a ton of spy movies, and my favorite one, of course, was Hanna season 1. So that was my best research, really. And to recognize, if you will, before season 2, of course, season 1, Carmichael might not have been on camera, but he was there. It's his program. He was telling Marissa what to do.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
so his backstory is in season 1, if you look at it that way.
And that actually is that perfectly leads me into my next question. I mean, what was it like working with Muriel Enos? Because she's so phenomenal as Marissa in every season.
Yeah. Yeah, she's really off the charts. There's no other way to put it. And to see a woman so beautiful and so charming in real life, in a way. I mean, we're really dear friends now, as you'd imagine. She's just such a wonderful person that has nothing in common with Marissa Viegler. The length to which she goes in this season in particular is stunning. Just she's really ragged out, she's really on the edge on this whole show. So it's amazing to watch my friend turn in a performance like this and to bounce off that kind of actor. Esme Creed Miles is just so exquisite in the role of Hanna, tough as nails, and we've even watched the actor kind of grow up over the couple of seasons, but to come to the end of Hannah's story is so satisfying, especially as portrayed by Esme. So, they add Ray Liotta to this season too, so it was just riches upon riches for me, and honestly, working with them is why Carmichael works in this story.
It has been really nice to see Hanna, the show, and the character develop throughout the seasons, especially as someone who's watched since day one.
Yeah.
Before, I kind of let you go because I know that you're really busy and everything today. Do you have a favorite moment on set that you could share with us? Not to put you on the spot.
No, I don't mind. I guess I kind of flash up. Carmichael gets away from Hanna and Marissa, but then gets caught, and then he's being held against his will, and then he kicks ass. I love that scene. That's the one I like, where he just goes full animal on the guy. So I haven't seen that yet. I hope it plays as well as it played in the room. And I only found out at the end of the day that that wasn't a stuntman. He was just an actor. So hope he's okay. No, he is tough guy.
Is it like really cool to be in a project where you get to kind of be this like real badass essentially on screen?
It is. It's really cool. I just loved everything about this show. I mean, I don't need to be shown as like Macho Man or anything, but to have such an intriguing character and to have his fate be such a part of this story is really, really incredible. And again, I'll attribute a lot of that to the other actors, and of course David Farr, who cooked this whole thing up, knew that we'd have a long 3 acts in 3 seasons, and that Hanna would ultimately be the maker of her own destiny. So it's really satisfying. There's some bodies by the side of the road, and a lot of Utrecht guys go down and all that. We really got great action in this season, incredible plot twists, and a real heart to the story as much as we ever had.
Yeah. And if you can give the audience one reason to view into season 3, what would it be?
Well, season 3 culminates this story, so if you're on, you need to see it, and if you haven't, you start at 1 and go right through. You could probably binge this. If you start, let's say, Saturday night, yeah, you could, if you do it straight through, by Tuesday morning, you'd be done. I mean, you have to stay up for 2 nights, but a lot of people do that, and that really has an incredible type of absorption rate when you do stream something like that back to back. So it's a very impacting way to watch something, I think, that people are starting to do. So it might be the right thing to do with this one for sure. But such a satisfying long haul story. It's really, really great. I'm so privileged and touched to be part.
Happy to have seen the 3 seasons of Hanna. Thank you again, Dermot, for participating in this interview. And I just can't wait for everyone to see it. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Thanks.